Okay, so the other day on his podcast, Joe Rogan said something that he usually says, which is he thinks that video games are a waste of time and that it doesn't add to any personal development. The biggest video gamer in the world, Ninja, came out and he basically said that there are a lot of more job opportunities in gaming than Joe Rogan would think. It's not a waste of time. And a lot of gamers found that got really mad at Joe.
Offensive. Here's the thing with what the reason Joe says that, I don't think Joe realizes, Joe's 52 years old, man. He's not in the gaming world, but video gaming, kids can do it as a legit career now. You're talking about there's teams, these guys live in houses, NBA 2K, Madden, the gaming world's so big now. People can't make money, but to Joe's point, I don't think everybody's making. How many people play video games? More than anybody playing sports or doing There's so many more video games. So I think his point is your chance of making money doing that are very small. The other thing why Joe says video games are an issue, because Joe was addicted to the game, I think
Diablo.
Or Quake.
Maybe it was Quake.
But he was straight addicted to it, where he's playing, when it's archery or where the fuck it is, he becomes addicted to it. So for him,
I remember
I'm wasting time, man.
Dude, Joe used to have to do radio, because now with the JRE, he doesn't have to. But back in the day, Joe used to come into Kevin and Bean quite frequently. And I remember one time, this is, 15 years ago, he came in and he was like telling us off the air. I would never tell stories out of school, but he was like, dude, I didn't get any sleep last night. I was up playing whatever game. He's like, I had like 25 fucking Diet Mountain Dews, and I just lost. I just played straight through the night.
Again, but Joe's what are he? Is 51, 52 years old? He doesn't. To him, when I was a kid, no one was making money playing video games. For him, he's like, dude, it can be a complete waste of time. Like, you can go professional in it, but if your goal is to become a comic, a podcaster, to your point, you get an actress, you got to do that. Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, you got to do that.
Well, here's the thing.
Not waste 10 hours and you got to be a professional gamer, you got to spend 10 hours.
That's the real problem, I think. And I totally agree with Joe on this one. Even though I like gaming and I think I encourage people to do it if that's what brings them joy.
There is a career path to it, though.
The problem is that with something like any form of exercise, or something like if you're really into playing the guitar, you may never become Yngwie Malmsteen. But if you spend your free time playing the guitar, there's a myriad of latent benefits. If I'll never be Andre Galvao, but if I spend an hour and a half a couple times a week doing jiu-jitsu, it's going to benefit my life.
Build relationships
in many ways. Social building, pushing past self-imposed limitations, understanding uncomfortable situations.
There's a goal line.
If you don't make it a career, spending considerable amount of times playing video games, it's not really going to add much, and it can definitely take away.
100%.
So that's where I think
my thing too is, like, if you're spending fucking 10 to 12 hours playing video games. When I was a young man, I was trying to meet girls. I was trying to get in shape. It's a dangerous road. Also, Joe is 51 or 50, however he is. 52. He's 50 years old. Let's just say he's 50 plus. Joe's 52 years old. He doesn't know fucking video games. He doesn't realize how many people are making careers and millions of dollars playing video games, and they're selling out arenas. But to his point, how many people in this entire world are playing video games? Now think of your chance of making it professional in video games. You have a better chance doing it, probably make it to the NBA than you do making millions playing video games.
Learn to code.
Just odds.
Hope I don't get canceled. Honestly, though, like, I heard from a reliable source that you can get pussy playing video games now. Because of like the
there he goes. This guy goes. Who is this? Who is this?
This is
guy?
Ninja.
Oh, Ninja's great. Here you go.
I'm a ninja.
Ninja goes. I just wanted to add. Joe Rogan is a gamer. He is. He goes, hands down, the dude loves him and is pretty well informed on the competitive side aspect of it. I just believe there's a huge gap of the last 5 years where the gaming has catapulted into a different era, and would love to explain. He's right, and Joe should definitely have Ninja on. Yeah. Ninja's the biggest gamer, but he's right. Like the past 5 years, it's gotten so fucking
with Twitch or Stitch or what the fuck's it called?
Twitch.
The only reason that makes a huge difference.
The only reason I know is because my former boss Pete Vaselia at Fox Sports left Fox Sports to be the head of some gaming like competition team, and we met for lunch, and he was telling me, he's like, oh, these guys are in a house, they're training, they have a chef, they have a nutritionist, they work out twice a day. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, they have uniforms, like, and he was telling me how much they get paid. I'm like, holy fuck. He goes, and this is going on all around, dude. Like, it's a legit career path.
And they must get laid if they're rich and have private chefs and shit.
Maybe.
Because then
I'm sure Ninja's getting his dick.
I don't fault a 15-year-old boy for looking at that life and going, I need to do that. That needs to be me. Because if I got
here's the problem.
big money and pussy for video games, I'd be like, yes.
Well, here's the problem. Now my dad be like, you're gonna be a loser. You're just gonna stay in your basement all day and play video games, not get outside. And now if I say it to my son, he's like, hey dad, Ninja makes $60 million a year. Shut the fuck up. Like, don't tell me to shut up. All right, have fun. I'd go upstairs. Because they have a career path.
I'd antique my dad's face with $100 bills after. I just come in and go, fuck off.
Tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Watch your tone.
Okay. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Don't you fucking disrespect.